So Luca, being the infinitely genius person that she is, she allowed us to, well, pretty much open up time portals at will. Whenever we find time portals, that is. She can't make portals out of thin air. The gate key is only used to activate the portals that are already there. Phew, we're back. Crono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'd like you to come over for dinner. Sorry for putting you through all that, Marl. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months. And I have some new friends too. Crono, be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do. In the DS version, she says she has to do more research on time portals. See you soon, Luca. See you soon indeed. Will you escort me home, Crono? If you want, you can go to Luca's house, but I wouldn't recommend that. It doesn't really yield any noteworthy results. All that you'll get is Luca telling you to hurry the fuck up. Ah, Melchior, you're still here. Every other shopkeeper around here has already left. Except Melchior, because Melchior sells swords. Not a lot of people want swords, but Melchior is a peculiar person. Keep an eye out on him. Alright, we got ourselves the load sword. We're pretty good with that shit now. Elaine's down at the pier again? Ah, that Fritz. Where could he be? Oh, hello. What can I do for you? Fritz, eh? Wonder what's that all about. We can get another maiden suit for Marl. Bronze helm, oh, I think we can see with the ease who has them equipped already. That would probably mean that Marl doesn't have it. Well, we can't have it like that. Still got about 1,600 coins. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, all's fine here. Let's give Marl a new bow, a new helmet, and a new suit. Money's a bit tight right now, but we don't have to worry about anything. What we should probably worry about is getting some of our HP back to normal. My, how nice! I've only seen you with Luca. Who's your pretty new friend? Hi, I'm Marl. Marl? I'm sure I've seen you before, dear. Now where was that? No idea. I believe the right pronunciation is Marl. That's what the wiki suggests. But I always want to say Marley. From a spelling and grammatical standpoint, Marl would be pretty much the right way to go, because it's only one E at the end. Marley would have to be either a Y or a double E. Most likely a double E. Y would probably be like Marlai or something, I don't know. Oh, shroom monsters. They're not dangerous. As you can see right here, we're one-shotting them like nothing else, and they barely scratch us. However, killing monsters is what we have to do. After all, we get tech points, XP, cash, and occasionally items. And Crono's about to level up too, so if we can find ourselves another monster to attack, we could get ourselves a level up. Hey, put that bell down, you crazy bird. Avian Chaos. Well, it should probably be called the Bell Bird, but Avian Chaos? I know, it's a fine name, because it does induce chaos when it starts ringing the bell. And there are some beetles as well. Destroy the beetles, you get to level up, you get some other stuff too. Awesome. And more, here's more, what are they called again? Hatakes. Bit of an odd name. Probably didn't know how to translate it properly. I know some of their counterparts will be called shiitakes, which is a great name. No matter how you put it. It's a great name. A great joke of a name. Shiitake. Do not come any closer, I will shiitake on you. Princess Nadia. Oh, it's a Chancellor. He looks pretty green. Must be straight out of Grove Street. Are you alright? Where have you been, motherfucker? I heard you were abducted. We had soldiers searching for you. What, are you dumb or something? Scoundrel, you're the one, huh? Kidnapping Princess Nadia. No. Crono's a friend. Admit it, you confused her and tried to take over the throne, terrorist. Stop it. Stop it, you dumbass. And that pose Marl's doing is just... well, it's funny. Stop this at once, you dumb bastards. What are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to... Idiots! Detain him! Put him in prison! Not really. First, we have to go through a trial. Shit. This is a nice trial. I warned you. I am the Chancellor, the prosecutor. And I'm the lawyer, Pierre, representing the defense. Members of the court, we now bring forth the defendant Crono, who is charged with abducting Princess Nadia. But I didn't. Well, the Chancellor doesn't care. After all, we did make a stricter criminal justice system. What shall we do with him? Fire, perhaps? Hang him upside down for a few years? That's horrible. Or shall we employ the guillotine? You, the jury, shall decide his fate. Now let us begin. Maybe I should give him. Maybe I should give the Chancellor a weaselly voice. It would probably work better. Crono, you are hereby ordered to tell the truth. Okay. Crono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer, obviously, is no, he didn't. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked Crono if she could join him, which is mostly correct, yes? Is this true? Who actually started this whole mess? Well, you are ordered to tell the truth, so for your own sake, you should probably do that. And the truth of the matter is that while Marl did ask us to join her on a tour around the fair and everything, the whole thing that started it all is us bumping right into her face. So say you did it. Just as I suspected, the defendant deliberately tried to get near the princess. Well, that's not exactly how I bumped into her, but whatever. The princess then innocently followed you to Luca's little sideshow, whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't criminal abduction, I don't know what is. What a bastard. And I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. Hey, what does that have to do with anything? Objection. This cannot have any relevance whatsoever to this case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Crono's character is at the very core of this case. Well, we have nothing to hide. We have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of the defendant. Yeah, remember that girl with the kitty? Well, if you helped her get the kitty, there you go. This is a nice man. He brought me my kitty. Dziękuję for being so kind. How about that? Doesn't this young man deserve a medal? A medal of honor, perhaps? Looks like they're buying it. Oh yeah. We should have gotten Ace Attorney for this. The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Crono, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? This one is the one that probably will get you the first time around. You see, when you bumped into Marl, she dropped her pendant. But this is where things can be quite interesting. If you get the idea to pick up the pendant first, because, you know, she did say, oh no, my pendant! And you decide to pick up the pendant and be nice and just give it to her straight away, what's gonna happen is that the Weasley Chancellor is gonna be like, oh, but you did want to steal her fortune, you little bastard. So what you gotta do to avoid that is talk to her first and then pick up the pendant. So say no, because I talked to her first. Are you sure? You weren't tempted at all? No, not at all. That's enough. I have no more questions. It is evident that my client is a fine, noble young man. Your honor, the defense rests. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If innocent, stand to the right. And now the old men of the jury will come in and propose what they feel about you. Not guilty. Meanwhile, the crowd will cheer or get upset every time something happens. We seem to be very happy about things being guilty. Guilty. They all look the same too, what the hell? Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. I don't think he has a chance of being guilty at this point. Clonk, clonk, clonk. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The verdict is not guilty, but the fact remains that even if he did not kidnap her, he ran off with her. 3 days solitary confinement is punishment. Take him away. Yes. Now there's a mistake here. It should say, now wait just a darn minute, not just a darn minute. Or whatever. Ah, the king. Hello. How do you do? We always do. That's enough, my dear. But father, you're a fucking idiot. All I asked was for you to behave like a princess. Even royalty must obey rules. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about the events in town. We are leaving. Son of a bitch. Well, all things considered, we got off pretty easily, right? 3 days confinement just because we ran off with the princess instead of bringing her back home. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, you can stay behind bars for a couple of days, that's fine. We'll serve the sentence. All is good. This terrorist has tried to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty. You son of a bitch! And you must carry out his sentence. So this is the monster who kidnapped the princess. The execution is execution? Hold on a moment. You said 3 days solitary confinement. What are you doing? Execution? Strange, but I don't seem to recall anything about an execution. How dare you to question me? The paperwork's probably just been held up in the system. Understood, sir. Guards, take him away. Again. Take the prisoner away, just like I said. And then clonk with a sword. Luckily it's a blunt sword. It's made specifically for clonking prisoners. And you wake up here. Now, we'll have to pause for a moment, because I want to explain something about this trial system. There is a way to fuck yourself over pretty nicely with that. You see, I got away with the best outcome, which results in me, now that I am paused, getting a care package from sympathizers. You open it up and you get 3 ethers. I don't know why it says 1 ether, because you get 3 of them. Yeah, you see? I had no ethers. It says 1 ether, but it's 3. 3 ethers. Awesome. That's the best you can get. The other awards you can get is 1 ether and nothing at all if you're found to actually be guilty. You can find yourself to be guilty if you fuck up the other 2 things that I mentioned, you don't help the girl find the kitty, and if you eat the old man's lunch, which I remember the game Gallows doing not once but like 10 times. Ouch. So now what can you do at this point? Well, you can do one of the following 2 actions. You can either start banging on the bars by simply walking up to them, or await the day of execution. Either way, the outcome will be pretty much the same. So, what would be the better choice? My recommendation is to wait, because if you're worried about that kind of a thing, you'll get to skip some of the fights, although I will not be skipping them. I'll come back to get those fights, as many as I can, that is. And then you also get something else. Before the execution happens, piss break. See you soon.